Tonight, from Orchard Park, New York, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Jacob Eason and the Indianapolis Colts.
There's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Man open left side, it's Williams. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The 50-yard line.
And again, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
The 43-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 74 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Eason.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Complete to Perez.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
third down. Eason. Campbell making the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
He's across midfield.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
3rd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Bills 0.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They'll give him a yard on the play, and the Bills will move the chains.
That's about what you would expect, since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
By the Colts.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, They were more than prepared for that one.
On first down, Jacob Eason. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
22-yard line.
From the gun is Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and 10, Taylor now. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Taylor. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Allen's throw is complete, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's a gain of 8.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Allen again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Eason on 2nd down. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Eason. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
Number 80.
As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Eason. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First and 10, Eason. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Eason. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So here are the Colts to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off around the 27. He's at the 30. 10.
There it is.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Allen now on first down. He gets it left side of Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Second down, here's Eason.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
By number 12.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2-yard gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, Eason firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, that's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run with Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun, Eason. Throw left side complete. That's Pearson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
To throw again, Eason. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down is paramount. If they can get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the gun, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Allen will try again on second down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? If we shut you down, they're over on the bench right now feeling great.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. That is caught inside the 5. And oh, he coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. Screen play, Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And again, it's Allen. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange on running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Eason going to try and throw for it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Colts.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. In his own end zone, it's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
For Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one, were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Colts, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gault.